Alright, so I've been filming a lot of videos recently about things you can do while you're having a cup of coffee, which is awesome, but a lot of the time you might be working and not just chilling out on your coffee break. So I thought today I would share a really nice computer relaxation exercise. I guess I mean an exercise you can do while you're working at your computer that's really nice for your torso and your core muscles. A lot of the time we really don't move this area a lot. So it's better at a standing desk, but I think you can do it sitting down as well. The key here is you want to line up your ribs over your pelvis. So that means you don't want to be doing this exercise with your ribs way out. I like to feel for what I think of as the rib edge. If you can feel your rib edge, you need to drop your ribs. And I wear my Drop Your Ribs t-shirt to remind you. You gotta drop your ribs. It'll feel like your ribs bury themselves in your torso, and it might feel really hunchbacked, and that's okay because that's just the way things are right now. You want to make sure your hips are back over your heels too. Your toes should be easily liftable here. Once you've got your ribs down, your weight back in your heels, all you do is you lift your arms up in the air and you're just going to side bend one side and then go over to the other side. Now, I do this a lot if I'm waiting for a document to load or uploading a file to my website. So I just like to do a little side bend, arms in the air. I don't really measure the time too much. I just am doing this to get a little bit more movement into my day. So you could hold for a minute if you wanted to, or you can just add this little wiggle. Notice that I'm just kind of side bending laterally here. I'm not poking out one hip. If you poke out a hip, you're not going to get the same loads in your core and your torso. So hips stay still, ribs stay down. When you lift your arms up, you don't want them to accidentally pull your ribs up with them. Ribs stay down and you're just arcing over. It's almost like there's a pole right next to your side ribs. You're arcing over. And then for extra bonus points, you can practice breathing into the side ribs on the lengthened side. So you can really get some nice loading into the muscles in between your rib bones with just a few deep breaths there. And then you arc over to the other side. You're going over your imaginary pole. You're keeping your ribs down. You can always check them with your hand. A few deep breaths into your other side. And then you can get back to work, knowing you've given your torso a little bit of awesome movement love. So it's a great work break stretch. It's good anytime really for all the reasons I've said, just to get a little bit of movement into the core. It's nice to get your arms over the head, really good for your fascia, and it's super simple, super easy. If you like this, if you want more tips and information about how to move in ways that are better for your body, I share a lot of information on my website, which is www.petrafishermovement.com. I invite you to check it out, join my mailing list, and you will pick up all kinds of amazing information that can literally change your life and your future, which is awesome. Thanks so much for joining me.